So, I don't feel well, but I'm gonna post for all 12 days. So, I'm gonna read a story. You guessed it, do clown makeup, but I'm only gonna read 2. So I'm gonna read one now, do my makeup, read another. But yesterday was the 20th and I was dying. I got a highlighter, which looks very good, but it kind of broke, whatever. And then I'm gonna unbox today's brightening eye cream. Welcome back to VLOGMAS.
I'm gonna kill Santa Claus.
Am I the clown for refusing to demand that my family not buy my kids Christmas presents? I need some help here because I don't know if I'm being unreasonable. As I think a lot of parents would agree, the amount of stuff that comes with kids is overwhelming. My husband and I have 2 kids under the age of 10, and with birthdays and Christmas and other events and holidays, we've accumulated a lot of stuff. I've done my best through the years to give things away, pack things away, or throw things out as my kids outgrew them. My husband grew up in a culture that didn't celebrate Christmas and finds the amount of stuff kids get to be too much. I do not disagree. Both families love to spoil our kids. I grew up as, on my dad's side, the oldest granddaughter, my cousin being a boy 3 months younger than me. He hates that I always bring up that I'm 3 months older, but I will never stop. On that side of the family, both of us were really spoiled because we were the only 2 grandchildren, and on my mom's side, on her immediate family, I was the oldest and only granddaughter until I was about 12 or 13, and then I started getting a bunch of little cousins. So I grew up getting spoiled. Every year at Christmas and on birthdays, I try to give families ideas for experiences or things that they actually need. I'm explicit every year that we find the amount of stuff overwhelming, and what the kids could benefit from most is special time with them. I even put parameters like, please only 1 gift. My family, and my mom in particular, loves Christmas, and their love language is definitely gift giving. Every year my husband and I get into a fight because I refuse to take the rules further. He wants me to put my foot down and demand that they follow the rules for gift giving. He doesn't think I'm being stern enough, and even went as far as to say he made his mom cry so that she would understand. She's so much worse than my family, gives them crap every time she sees them. I refuse to go beyond what I've already done, and also refuse to tell people how to spend their money, especially if it makes them happy and makes my kids happy. So am I the clown for refusing to demand my family not buy my kids Christmas presents? So one of the comments says, not the clown, just continue to weed out old toys. Childhood lasts a few short years, let them have fun. I think since she already told her family, if her family, I don't remember, but if her family has limited the toys even a little bit, I would be appreciative that they're listening and they're at least taking into account that they don't want that many toys. But also, childhood is very important. Not the clown, but your husband sure is. He wants to dictate how people show his kids love because it overwhelms him. That's insanely a clown move. I feel bad for those kids and hope husband realizes the kids are not his property and they're their own people forming their own relationships with relatives. Our kids are the only grandkids on both sides of the family. My mother-in-law has a shopping addiction and starts spending Christmas gifts in August. It drives me nuts, all the random stuff they get. Every 6 months we go through and have to clear things out. We always donate. This is not the hill I'll die on, not the clown. Yeah, I don't think she's the clown. I think she definitely is she's doing her best to put down boundaries without going too far. Because at the end of the day, holidays aren't just about gifts. Like, yeah, birthdays is like a celebration that you lived another year. But like, Christmas is all about family, and gift giving is the love language of Christmas. I'm a horrific gift giver, but I still try my best to like make things for people, buy things for people. My drawer is currently filled with makeup and gifts for my friends. I was trying to find something to put on my iPad in the background while I do my clown makeup, and I just found out that Will Wood posted one of his first songs that's gonna be on the album. I'm excited. So I didn't do clown makeup. I started it. It was too much. I'll do a real clown makeup video soon, I promise. But I did put eyelashes on and lip gloss. So you got a look. Am I the clown for refusing to attend Christmas with my parents after she mismanaged $30,000 that was legally mine by 18 down to $534? So they were marked as a clown. I'll give some context. I, 18 female, live in Alaska. Up here we have yearly payouts that are called PFDs. These are just some of the profits from the oil companies giving money back to the residents, essentially. After turning 18, I wondered what happened to my PFD money and started asking questions. Questions I asked, knowing that it would be, without increases from investments, about $30,000 by itself from age 1 to now. I had asked my parents about the situation and asked what my money had been used for. She stated it was used for medical bills and stuff. But here's the thing, I was double covered insurance-wise and basically never had any leftover bills, which has been stated by her. She then said that indeed the bills she mentioned was bills that weren't mine, but she would never use the money on stuff that didn't involve me. She then went to my other parents and accused them of getting me on this topic, like they were trying to turn me against her or something, which I can say is not the case at all. I was just simply curious where my funds went, as it would be nice for her to it would be a nice start for me as a new adult. She said the money has been tough for her and she used some of the expenses, but in the divorce decree from my parents, it states she must replenish any funds used from my PFD payments. So regardless, it shouldn't be completely gone. This post could be much longer as our further conversation didn't end well, but I will end it here and I can answer more in the thread. But, am I the clown? Edit. I know my original post isn't that great info-wise, so here's more needed. I realize I left out some information and I will make a TLDR about what the issue is. It's not that I feel entitled to the money, it's that legally she was supposed to do things with it and she didn't get on top of it, then started lying directly to me and others about the situation and not taking accountability. She states it was used towards me specifically, but this comes from a person with a wide history of impulse spending and 20K collection of Funko Pops? Ooh, girl. So with that, it's harder to believe and just feels as though I'm being directly lied to. For those calling me the clown here, I will admit I didn't write my post too well. I was tired and I didn't double check. I will reiterate again, the issue is not about me wanting the money. It's that I called her out, knowing almost for sure that she didn't use the money only for needed things, and she denied outright. Update. Some legal stuff was recently done, just a consult. My mother is indeed in the wrong here and I have a case. She didn't directly follow any specific court orders to repay all PFD funds used regardless of the usage. So y'all who have called me the clown are in the wrong in terms of legality. Okay. Well, I agree that they're not the clown. My family lived in Alaska for a year before my parents split up. That dividend isn't like an inheritance that was given to you when you turn 18. Your parents are more than welcome to spend the money as they see fit as long as you're taken care of. If you grew up well cared for, then get over it. You got your $30K in form of a decent childhood and good memories. The person said in their post that their mother was supposed to replenish anything she spent. And they have a legal case? Girl, whatever. You're the clown. She lied to you? How? You seriously expect her to itemize where every single dollar tangentially spent on you and your well-being over the course of 18 years was spent and somehow you think it's less than 30K? Ha 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 ha. Feeding and clothing you costs way more than that. Her collection is none of your business. She's allowed to have a hobby. You're 18. Get a job and start collecting government payments directly. Irrelevant of the divorce papers and what the law may say, morally speaking, she doesn't owe you that money back. So that story's crazy. I'm really tired. Why am I holding a mug like that? Anyway, see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll do clown makeup tomorrow.